on Books, where we talk about books and beyond. I'm your host. I'm Renee, and today we're in a different spot. We are outside because it is a nice day today, and after the extreme heat, it feels really good. So yeah, we're going to enjoy an outdoor book tag today. The co-host is occupied with her dinner right now, so she won't be joining us at the moment. But I have for you today an original tag. It was created by Lekden at Reading from the Depths, and it is called the Philosophy of Reading book tag. Now there's a little saying that he has here that goes along with this book tag. So I'll go ahead and read it for you. It talks about a Buddhist holiday, which the name is here probably in Sanskrit, but I'm not even going to try to read that. It's called Wheel Turning Day. And it is a Buddhist holiday which recognizes the Buddha's first sermon, where he taught the Four Noble Truths. And that is the foundation of all Buddhist philosophical thought. In celebration of the holiday, Lekden says he designed an original book tag to explore the philosophy of our reading lives. In keeping in line with the Four Noble Truths in that sermon, the tag only has 4 prompts. But they are open-ended enough that you can be as pithy or as chatty as you like. All right, so let's see what these prompts are all about. The first one is, well, actually, first it says under the prompts that you can also share a book related to or exemplifying each of the prompts for you as well. So I do have some books here, so I'm going to do that. So the first prompt is, and it's in 3 parts, so I'll read each part separately. What is your own personal philosophy of reading, and how do you think about reading? And I'm going to say, first of all, I try at least to think about reading as enjoyment. Even if it's something that I have to read, I try to keep in my mind that it is something for my enjoyment. It is something that I'm going to learn from, and I happen to enjoy learning things, so that's part of the enjoyment. So yeah, I'd say in all, it's to enjoy and to learn in a relaxing way that's always just felt very satisfying to me. So the second part is, what does reading mean to you? So again, I'm going to say relaxation, something that you do entirely for yourself. I do it, of course, for the most part by myself, even when buddy reading, right? You're still reading by yourself, quietly to yourself. And I get to read books that are entirely my choice. So yeah, it has a lot of meaning. It feels personal, and it feels like something fun that's for me to do. So the next part is, how does your reading life affect your non-reading life? And I'm going to say that it enhances my conversations and connections to other people. I love to run into other readers and have a moment to share our favorite books or what we're currently reading. And now that I have a channel, I mean, it's really helped me to make some strong online, or if you want to call them virtual, connections with people. I love when viewers or other booktubers suggest books that they think I might like, or even, make a suggestion of a video that they might want to see on my channel. I don't mind that at all. I actually love that. And I found some really great reads that way. So for that, I'm going to use a book that I just finished a couple of weeks ago, and that is The Berry Pickers by Amanda Peters. This is a great book. I highly recommend it. It was recommended to me by Nick at Dr. Cranky Pants Reads. And he really hit the nail on the head with this one. So yeah, I'm glad he recommended that. Prompt number 2 is, when did you first come to think of yourself as a reader? That's a really good question, actually. Probably when I first started school, I would say, and I was able to, really become aware of what the other children were doing and what it was that maybe they liked or didn't like. And that's when I think I kind of realized that there was a little distinction there. Not everyone could read, and not everyone even wanted to read or liked to read. I was lucky enough to have parents who taught me to read prior to kindergarten. So I realized that I was doing something that, only really a minority of the other children my age, could do. And perhaps that was something that, I really wanted to do and not everyone else did. So the book I'm going to use for that, and I could have used a lot of books here, because I'm thinking about books that had, female characters who were on the younger side and were really true readers, just really enjoyed reading. So the book I chose is A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, and that is by Betty Smith. And that's a book that I read, oh my gosh, so long ago, the first time. I think I was like a sophomore in high school, and I've read it 2 or 3 times since, because it's just quite good. It has a lot of meaning for me. So prompt number 3, what are some goals or hopes that you have for your reading life? Now, ever since I've had a channel, I really find that I've expanded my reading. I'm enjoying it more because the channel just keeps me motivated all the time for it. I know I'm, going to have to talk about the books that I read, and I might even have to answer some questions about them sometimes. So, yeah, I pay attention to my reading more because of that. I read, I think, a little more deeply and more meaningfully because of that. And I just hope that continues. I mean, I've, done more and more buddy reads, which are really fun. I've done more and more tags, which, help me sometimes with organizing my plans and my thoughts as to what I might want to read next. And, this year I'm on track to read a little more than I did last year. And I'm also on track to read more banned books than I did last year. So I hope I can keep that up. And, it's just, for me, it's just a very enjoyable way to read. So for that, I chose a book that I'm reading now. I'm almost done, and it will be my next banned book review. And that is The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. This is number 15 for the year. So yeah, interesting. We also did Huck Finn. That was for me both a buddy read and a banned book read. I read it with Daniela of Uncommon Reader. So prompt number 4, and now this is the final prompt. What is part of your current reading life right now that is important or exciting for you? So I've got a couple of things I want to talk about here. Probably one of the most important things that I feel I do as far as reading is concerned on my channel is the reading and discussing of banned books. I get a lot of really good reactions to those videos, and I see it as an act of defiance, actually, against the bans. It's shining a light where the darkness is encroaching, and it feels powerful to me to be able to do that, because even a small light can wipe the darkness out for a time. So yeah, and the darkness can't put out a light. In fact, it makes a light sometimes even stronger. So I like that imagery. I like that analogy. And that's what I feel like I'm doing with my banned book series. Another important thing that I'm going to be doing soon is getting involved with Operation Paperback, which is an organization that provides books to veterans, military families, active duty personnel, things like that. Books can even go to the VA clinics or hospitals. Now, I first learned about Operation Paperback from Charles at CG Rated Books. And I'm going to be talking about it a little bit more in the future. But for now, if you want to learn a little more about it, you can go to operationpaperback.org. And, maybe you might want to sign on as a volunteer yourself or make a donation. The other day, I mailed out a box of 12 books that I donated. And now that I've done it once, I feel a little more confident about how to do it, because there are some, little rules that they want you to follow and things like that. So I'll probably, again, talk more about it soon. But what I'm thinking about is maybe providing, some tips for getting started, and maybe to continue to find some ways that I can continue to help out with it. So there is no prompt to tag others, it says, but please do it anyway. So yeah, that's always the unmentioned prompt. We don't have to mention that, but we know we're going to tag somebody else. So I will put some tags into the description. And Lekden, great tag. Thanks for making it. Thanks for tagging me. So everyone, have a great day. Enjoy the weather. Hopefully it's cooling down where you are as well. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.